Savraj Singh is a Sikh. To spread awareness of his religion, he gives talks at schools, community organizations, and religious groups across New York and New Jersey.
Can you guess my culture? Can you guess my religion? Go ahead.
Tala and Sikhism?
Tala says Sikhism. She is exactly right. Thank you, Tala. Round of applause.
Savraj's goal in presenting is to set people straight about Sikhism. Sikhs have struggled with ignorance and hate crimes in America since 9/11.
So I grew up in the Sikh religion, S-I-K-H, and I say that I have a Sikh American culture because I've grown up here.
Because of the Sikh turban and beard, Sikhs have been associated with terrorism. They are often mistaken for Arab Muslims, a group widely targeted since the attacks.
I was in Chicago recently, and somebody was like, hey, the Taliban, or something. Like, people just yell stuff on the street. And for every one person that yells something, there's like 100 people that think that thing but never say anything.
Savraj thinks Sikh kids in school today have it tougher than he did.
I remember just walking around Disney World with my brother and my parents, and someone was like, oh, look, a genie, or a family of genies. Unfortunately, kids today, I feel like, have a new set of challenges where someone else, another kid in their school might call them a terrorist, or they might call them Osama bin Laden.
Like 2 times I got called Osama.
People who knew about it, they would come up and they would be like, hey, turban girl, and say stuff like that.
Like, people thought that, oh, everyone who wears a turban is a terrorist, but no, that's not true. Like, everyone who wears a turban is just the same as everyone who doesn't wear a turban.
Oak Creek, Wisconsin, at a Sikh temple there. They were shot earlier this morning about 10.
Just last August, 6 people died at a shooting at a Gurdwara, or Sikh temple, in Wisconsin. There have been an estimated 700 hate crimes against Sikhs in the U.S. since 9/11. Activist groups are working to change this. Savraj has worked with several. This school presentation is for the Sikh Coalition.
Can someone tell me what a misconception is?
Something not real.
Exactly. Something that's not real. It's not true, but you might think it. We are not a branch or part of anything else. We are a distinct faith.
What's very clear to a scholar of religion, to a historian of religion, and to anybody who studies the faith, is that Sikhism is an independent, distinct religion. There is a claim to a unique revelation. There is an independent scripture, the Guru Granth Sahib, that we respect.
Sikhism is the world's 5th largest religion. Sikhism's customs began over 500 years ago in modern-day North India. 20 million of the world's 23 million Sikhs still live in India, mostly in the state of Punjab. About 500,000 Sikhs live in America. Savraj grew up in Lawrenceville, New Jersey, where he still lives. He's always been active in his Gurdwara.
My great-grandfather grew up in India. He moved to Kenya in East Africa. And then my dad moved from Africa to England. I was born in England, and then we moved to New Jersey when I was 2 years old.
Sikhs regard their scripture as their guru. They reject idol worship, pilgrimages, and rituals, and promote equality. They have one God.
So we're supposed to work hard, live honestly, share our earnings with others, and always try to remember God through meditation. If you play basketball, great basketball players will say that they get into the zone. That's what a Sikh is supposed to be like just throughout their lives all the time. So that's what we're trying to get to, this place where you're always in the zone and you always know the right thing to do because you've worked hard, lived honestly, and meditated. And that's really all a Sikh is asked to do.
Sikhs wear several outward symbols of their faith. One is the kirpan, a small, symbolic sword usually worn as a sash.
It represents that we have to help anyone. So there are people in Star Wars called Jedi Knights, and wherever a Jedi Knight goes, they have to sort of help anyone and defend anyone weak and oppressed, and that's sort of the spirit of what Sikhs are supposed to do as well.
The turban, which covers their uncut hair, is probably the most familiar outward symbol of the faith.
When the religion began, which was in the 1400s, 1500s, only the kings were allowed to wear turbans. Only the highest ranked people in society could wear turbans. And the Sikh leader said everyone is equal, so we're all going to wear turbans because we're all just as good as the king. So, can we have a volunteer who would like to try on a Sikh turban?
I don't know how to do.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. So you can see it's like a pretty big piece of material. So a lot of Sikh history is about just standing up for your beliefs against oppression. Having the ability to wear a turban and just walk freely in society and stuff is a very exciting thing. It's like we're carrying forward that spirit of Sikhs, which is like unlimited generosity, like helping other people. All right, guys, thank you to our volunteer. It turns out that 99% of the people in this country that have turbans and beards like me are actually Sikhs like me.
Due in part to efforts of Sikh activists like Sabraj, many Sikh youth do have positive experiences and feel that awareness and acceptance are increasing.
Like, a lot of people play solos, but like when I play solos, they remember me because I have a turban, and that gives me a distinct identity.
Yeah, I also get a lot of compliments about like how I match my turban with my outfit.
Really, I can't remember the last time somebody asked me a question in like a rude way or any way that wasn't just simply wanting to improve their knowledge of Sikhism or just general culture.
For the most part, I think we are getting more tolerant because knowledge is getting more of like education is becoming more prominent in society.
In America, we get to express our religion freely, and a lot of American ideals are the same as the ideals in our religion. Equality, equality of opportunity, helping others. Just recognizing us as Americans and just being part of that American family is what we're going for. And that's who we are, and we just want to be recognized as that.